Hello, viewers, welcome back to Mix It Up Monday here with Rocket Fist Gaming. Today, we are in Sunless Sea. Who better than the man who would live his whole life without seeing the sun if he could? Me! It's not entirely true, I do like going outside. But, staying inside is also pretty fun. Alright, let's see here. Sure. Alright, let's go. Start a new game. I don't think I have anything else to do. As usual on Mix It Up Monday, viewers, not much knowledge about what we're getting involved in. Okay. 3 decades ago, in the reign of Victoria, London was stolen by bats. In the reign of Victoria, London was stolen by bats. Now it lies a mile below the surface. It is dreadfully inconvenient for everyone, but it opened a vast black ocean to you. Welcome to Untersee. Decide later. If you want to get out to Z immediately, choose this. Opportunities to revisit your past will arrive later. Decide who you are and what you want to be. You now lodge in a room above the blind helmsman. Now you're a captain. Now you belong to Untersee. Who were you before? Ordained priest, natural philosopher, veteran of the campaign of 68, poet, street urchin. The urchin gang cast you out when you grew too tall. You took to sea rather than graduate to larger crimes. That last big score was enough to buy a ship. Your friend, another Longshanks, knows a little of gunnery. Only a little, but she can help. Talk to her to find out why she went to Z. So, I was a street urchin, now you're a Z captain. Your stranger quality is gone. Welcome to the world. You've gained 10 echo. You're the currency of the bazaar. Longshanks is a recent graduate from urchin gangs, but where did she learn to fire a cannon? 25 veils. Be still perception. Decreases the range at which enemies will spot you. Someone in London requires your services. What does winning mean to you? You often dreamed of him. Find and return his remains to London for zero. Gather 100 tales, learn all you can as the rather masterpiece, retire. You know how it is to be poor, now you want to mention. I can't do private kingdoms, so fulfillment. Whenever you return to Fallen London, you have the option of retiring, but you'll need to write your masterwork first. An occurrence, your objective ambition quality is now become London's most venerated explorer. Captain, an irregularity with the Harbor Master's office. They wish to know what term of address do you prefer? This will determine what people call your captain, but your captain's gender is up to you. Madam, my lord, my lady, captain, citizen, sir. Captain. If I'm a captain, call me captain. Captain it is. The last piece of advice. Explore. Take chances. This captain will probably die. Oh no! The Z is hungry, but each captain passes on lessons to the next. Occurrence. Your addressed as quality is now captain. And that just reminds me of the captain from Tintin, so I think we're gonna go with that. So, all right. Um, that looked good for the camera so far. For now. Current, guess full powered engines, airship, Z-Bat. It's so much. It's not a tutorial. Fall in London, deep, dark, and marvelous. All voyages start here. This is where successful voyages end.
You made music, but
The much lamented M. de Mo found a watery grave long, long ago. Probably your end will be no better, but if you read this book of invaluable advice, your chances will improve. Captains often die. This is not the end. When you die, you'll learn lessons which will help you survive next time. Beware, the layout of Untersea changes with each new captain, but home waters are stable and islands will only move so far. Exploration is the heart of the game. Risk brings reward. Staying close to London is safe, but eventually you'll run out of fuel and supplies. Exploring and playing port stories will allow you to find secrets and echoes. Unforgiving mode is how the game is meant to be played. One autosave, updated whenever you reach port and wiped on death. If you're getting frustrated or want a more leisure exposure, you can switch to merciful mode. Your prow lamp dispels darkness, reduces terror increase, allows you to find Z marks. Your engines of course drive the ship forward into the night. Use your Z-Bat Scout. Technically, it's a chiropteroscope, but we're among friends here. When your enemy is in the arc of your guns, you'll see the firing solution. The glow around the fire buttons increase. When it's complete, let them have it. You can fire early if you like, but may miss. Larger ships may have access to different gun slots. When you put into port, you can generally explore and exhaust the story options until your next visit. Terror increases gradually over time while you're out at Z, away from land. Watch the skull. When you see orange or red pips, terror will bump up if you spend much longer in the frightening place. Many events will increase it too. We'll add new stories to the game from time to time. You can download them from the main menu. You're a veteran captain and require no more advice. Very well then. Hold on. What was that one about the way it's supposed to play?
so careful with the eyes and the feet, for the father of the Bible.
The greatest city in Untersea. Don't you forget it. A Blemmingen sits atop a splintered crate, clicking and whistling at captains as they come near. They pay for information from the captains. University has an inexhaustible appetite for secrets, these specimens, and other tidbits. It's locked. Sensible sailors are looking for a safe run to the tomb colonies, or at least a sane run to the southern archipelago. You need to buy drinks, spread around hiring fees. Look for daredevils. Repairs or sometimes other purposes. After passage to tomb colony. Emigrant will pay to be taken north to Venderbright. New recruit. Lodgings. Here you may catch up on your correspondence, rest, or retire altogether for seafaring life. The better your lodgings, the better the quality of your retirement. Unexpected Gazette magazine, formerly known as the London Magazine's Spiteful Trumpeter News. Locked. Someone in the dock wants to board your ship. Agree to carry the anxious university student to Hunter's Keep. He has no money, so the other captains have no interest, but he's a passionate youth. Promises that his studies on Lorne flukes will be rewarding enough. Why not? Unlocked with a request for passage 3 and a request for passage no more than 3. Welcome aboard. He jumps for joy as you agree to take him aboard. Thank you. Please take me to Hunter's Keep right away. A Lauren fluke, full dead Lauren fluke, washed ashore. I'm doing my thesis on them. Do you know they can digest human memory? And I may never have a better chance to study one up close. Okay. Objectives and story progress are on the right-hand side. Mouse over an icon or click on the category heading to see details. That's underneath the camera. Oh, feet. My mascot is a comatose ferret. I mean, occasionally it's feral. Play, the eye roll says. Play. I played once in the Happy Warrens of London, where you installed me in this floating coffin and made me eat dried food. Eloquent. Little sideline. Buy fuel, supplies, ship equipment, trade goods. Shops are displayed on the left. Click one to see its wares. Shipyard. This is probably where I buy more ships. I got 60 echoes.
Dad, my eyes. Hey, is that Clara? Yeah, it is Clara. Clara.
Have any of this advice here.
Right? I'll get you the burger. Nom 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 nom. Huh? Nom 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 nom.
Like an leaps on. Its tendrils entwine with your fingers. It chitters quietly. Meets your gaze and bobs its dome in greeting. It's very small. Is it old enough for naval service? Pretty sure its mustache has been drawn on in pen in an attempt to look older. As you approach your ship's gangplank, the creature flutes and vibrates with apparent happiness. The boatswain winces as you bring it aboard. You now have one Blimmigan Gallivanter. Okay. Abnormalities. Picket fleet intelligence networks are long gone. Survey office pays the captains a small sum for recent information. Visit and investigate ports to gain port reports and trade them in here. First time you trade in a port, you'll gain Admiralty's favor. Speak to our agent there and return, and we'll see that you're rewarded. Visit the port below and return to London. You can check the details in your journal at any time. Retrieve strategic information from the Iron and Misery Company funging station somewhere not far from home waters. Click the launch button to leave port. Alright, marketplace increases tax on love stories. Been singing in the street outside her palace. The anarchists of the Calendar Council have inexplicably dynamited the drinking fountain. The Ministry of Public Decency has located and destroyed a nest of gall blighter wasps.
There.
78 chance of success. Your tall tales find a ready audience. Scarred and seasoned men and women tramp aboard and find places to sling hammocks. You succeeded in a hearts challenge. The higher the quality, the higher the chance of success. You lost 30 echo. You gained 2 crew. My echo's gone, though. Unlocking objective 2 colonists involved.
Right.
More. Got it.
Warranty or no?
No.
Airplane.
Fuel. Rescued. Oh. Press down. That ain't it.
You need the unit.
What is this? Doesn't tell me. Hunger, terror. I have 5 supplies. That's fine. Hold capacity. 14 out of 40? Who have I encountered? Let's see them though. What are you talking about? You've encountered. After a short time at Z, a lamp icon will appear above the logbook. It means that opportunities await you at the next port. Oh, here we go. Movement. Tap W twice to reach max speed. Tap S to slow down and reverse. A and D keys to steer. You've encountered an opponent. The red arc shows the range of your deck gun. Keep the enemy in range while your crew works out a firing solution. This will happen faster if you keep the enemy in your prow light. The deck gun will be highlighted as your crew make progress to firing a solution. Press space or close the tutorial to continue. Then I can shoot.
You hungry?
Oh goodness.
Hey, fire. Yeah. Wow.
Discover Murray Straits. Okay, but my log. My log? Where's my log? Journal? Where's my journal? Ah, here it is.
Not fair.
Stories await you. Beyond. It's not.
Ammo.
I thought I could figure out the mission. I don't remember where I'm supposed to be going. Go to the next. How do I dodge? Oh, Misty. Terror's going up. Oh, what's this? When you see green running lights on the ship, you're in the dark and your crew's terror will increase. Watch the pips on the terror indicator. It increases faster when you're far from land. Don't let it reach 100. Bonus solution. It's ready. Yeah. Your prow light can be turned on or off. Leaving it on reduces the rate at which you gain terror, but makes you more visible to enemies. You've defeated your enemy. Move to the site of their device to salvage something. Ah. That circle of light is a port. Circle of lights? What are you talking about? Alright, let's go back to where we killed the crab. This thing here? That circle of lights there? Good, the crew. It's fine. I want to go back and claim my reward for killing that. Most icons have keyboards for short.
Oh, this is my mouth. In your mouth?
There it is. So if I... Ah! The Megalops! With a forlorn and wailing cry, the Megalops turns on its back, legs neatly folded as bluish blood gouts from its wounds. Its golden glow begins to dim. Butcher it for supplies. Knowledge. Yeah, a crab full of conundrums. You set to work with your knives and acids. It's an undistinguished adolescent specimen, a megalops of one of the deep V crab species, but its eyes, normally vestigial in these troglodytic beasts, are large and rather beautiful. The golden glow is almost gone now, although sparks leap now and then to your knife. You've gained 25 fragrance. You've gained a secret. Speak to your officers to improve your abilities. Right click to speak.
Thank you.
Alright, Captain. What do you want me to shoot at now? Increase your iron. Swap your. Spending a secret will improve your iron. No higher than 50. Ask her what she wants from life. Proposition. I always liked you back when we were still on the rooftops. Iron no more than 49. Unlocked with one secret. The gunner ran with the regiment. The urchin gang who keep a cannon in a high clock tower, but the urchin gangs reject adults and now she plies her skills at sea. From the way she stumbles over the store, she still misses them. I lost a secret, but I gained one iron. Alright, let's go dock. Just to get an experience of what docking is like.
Use the fear. You're just making a. Here, Clara, take this ghost sketching net. Throw it on top.
To visit this port, click the dock icon. There we go. Fires on the hillside. Okay. Once this simple fishing village was part of the London suburbs before London fell and the waters rushed in. Smoke spirals from cottage chimneys. A lonely hill rises. Drinks at the Cock and Magpie. Explore the shore. Pick up a wretched moth. Eagle-eyed, mangy piebald thing. Winds your ankles like a manacle chain. Never seen a cat's mouth open that wide. Presumably it's hungry. I don't need another mascot. I got this sleepy ferret. They sail the sea around the island. They men are matched by the harbor. See how that happens. You need coin to open their mouth. There's not much wind on the Untersee, but Mutton Island suffers fury gusts and buffets from inexplicably local fragment of weather. And the air on the hilltops sometimes carries interesting scents. Fuel. Huh. Huh. Sure, let's do it. You stand on the cliff top, looking over the island's village. Smoke from the chimneys of the cock and magpie drifts straight upwards. There's not a breeze to ruffle your hair, nor to lift your collar. Below you, a young woman carries what could be real flowers, handing them out with a curtsy to everyone she meets. Failed in a challenge. Try again, you may have better luck. Wow. I failed it. Sure, why not? Pirates plying the waves, smugglers at their work. Kanate ships putting into resupply. Nothing dramatic, but enough to interest the admiralty. Alright. Trees of the Neath are scraggly and wretched, scraping a living with parasynthesis. But the apples of Mutton Island are tart and powerful, perfect for cider. Cider? Cider. The stuff is stronger than it looks. You stretch out in your seat, stare through the leaded window at your safely moored ship, and find yourself whistling. The landlord gives you a friendly grin and goes back to wetting his cleaver. Alright. Fuel and supplies. Disrupt recent news. Court report.
Is it on the futon? That
Yes, yeah, bound for Hunter's Keep. Alright. Oops. No shop available. Carried. You're low on supplies. Once you run out, your crew will begin to starve. You can buy more in certain ports. I should buy more supplies. Oh, look at that. It goes up anyways. Alright. What?
Okay, you can.
Buy supplies from a dockside stall. One supply? For real? Alright. Let's go.
um
2 more damage. Yours looking great. You receive fragments when you discover new places. Acquire enough of them and you gain a secret. You can use secrets to improve captain's skills or for some key stories.
Whoa.
No, I didn't.
For 8 damage. Oosh. Interesting. Above the jellyfluish cap does look little like a woman's face. It's always like smeared paint. See. Doesn't look like they're gonna let me in. You as well, huh? Alright. See if we can get back to our starting location.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
It's the merry pool that we have going on. Wow. Clatter and song on the dockside, it soothes the soul. Are there messages for you? Something has changed in the neat. Someone wants to sign on. I'll have one of these another day for the evening.
No. No. No.
What?
Hey.
A very fine evening to you, Captain. I, what you might call mentors, very fond of adventurous sea captains, and he would like to offer you what you might call a dispensation on account of he is so fond of sea captains. Behind the blind bruiser on the dock stands a tray piled high with fuel and supplies. Make sure you have 15 points of space in the hold or come back later. It would be embarrassing to have to leave it on the dock. Want some space. Cargo. You're out of 40. Pretty good. You run a very fine, very liberal establishment just across the river. What is much patronized by sailors and by men of wit and vinegar, and public house, and there is no obligation to speak of. My patron would hope only that you might remember him kindly, and I suppose that if the opportunity should arise for you to return his kindness, I do not imagine he would refuse your offer. Let's see. Getting pretty close to the end here, so sure, why not? I now have 10 fuel, 5 supplies. I've accepted the proposal. I now have 1 passes. Collectors and eccentrics. Scored some interested acquaintances to the road market. Hello, Svetlana999. How are you today? To make a satisfying trade. Sure, why not? Puppet plays press on uninterrupted personal collection. Grow. Words written in fog mirrors are hastily wiped away. The exotic exchanges pollinate dreams. Lost one another day, free evening. Yeah, doing pretty good. Long day of work, but you know, it's what games are for, to help you get past that. Consider a specialist surgeon. She is staying at a respectable boarding house near the docks and has made it known that she is available for work. This game is great. Tonight we're just doing a quick little dive into it, but if it catches my fancy, I typically play these games more afterwards. So yeah, so far interesting. I'm not the biggest fan of roguelites, but if they do it right, you know. She's staying erect. Her talents could be well employed. If it's locked, why did you give me the opportunity? Alright. So let's visit London. Got some information. They'll pay for information. Find out what and how. Find the original river limit. So. You've lost a port report. Gained 5 echo. Have 1 favors. Confirmed. Gained 1 fuel. Eee, not bad. We can go all over the place now. Right. You've proven yourself, perhaps. Ah. Survey 3 ports and return. I see. Okay. Can't go to the university. Gone to the Rose Market. Can I fix it up? All locked. Good enough. Boy, Rattus favor engineers. The rats of Fall in London are remarkably skilled engineers and they know ships well. They are not, however, reliable. Payment is in kind, not currency. So repair some of your hull. How much? Difficult to say. 70%. And if you've played this game, Svetlana, interested for like opinions, like is this thinking about playing this game, but I want to see someone play it first. So I'm watching stream. Oh, thank you for joining. It looks good. If you're a fan of roguelites with like choices that matter, this seems to be perfect for anyone who's into it. It's a lot of reading, you know? It's a lot of reading. And, yeah, they say it's... I feel like it's also a lot on luck, too. Sure, let's try it. Unfortunate turn of events. Yeah. I gained 17 hull. Okay. I gained 10 terror, though. Wonderful. I lost 1 crew. What? They killed a crew member? You've lost 5 supplies. What? They took all my supplies. Wow.
Whoa.
Wow. Stream daily? No. Typically our streams are Sunday, which is when we do 3 or 4 people playing. And then on Monday evenings, tonight, I do what's called Mix It Up Monday, where I get me and one other guy to play games we've never heard of before, and then a third guy plays Elden Ring. Why does the third guy play Elden Ring? Well, because he was a little bit of a complainer when I was giving him games. So I made sure he couldn't complain about it anymore. Alright, new recruit. Hear me? Okay, it's very keen. Well, I lost a crewmate. Cost me 5 echoes. Let's do it. Gain a crew, no more recruits. I've lost 1 terror. Yay. But I need to be able to sell stuff. Can I sell stuff? Shops. There we go. Uh, 1 supply is 20? Oof. How long have I been streaming? Almost an hour. About 50 minutes. To be fair, like I said, there was a lot of raiding for the tutorial. Do you have better prices for stuff? Maybe? It doesn't look like it. Oh, in general. I think we started our YouTube channel. Was it 2020? Was it COVID? I think it was 2020. And then we kind of moved into streaming because it was just easier to get everyone's. We didn't have to worry about everyone's view. It's just like have one person stream. This guy's usually got good stuff, right? No. But yeah, so 2020 is when we started. Much to sell, is there? Could sell some fuel, but I'm only gonna get that much. Can't believe I lost all my supplies. Thank you. I need supplies. It's just the fact of it all. Otherwise, everyone's gonna go hungry. They're gonna hate me. How can I get supplies? Maybe there's oops. Fish. This is no bueno. Can't believe they took. I lost all my supplies to that. That was rough. Can I buy supplies here? This is what cost me my freaking. Ugh. This is tomb colonist. That's all I got. That's all I got. So I need to spend all of my echoes on supplies. It's a stream. You must have people coming by. I'm an artist, so why not get some work done for me? We have one of the guys that we stream with. He really likes to do all of our art. It's nothing fancy, as I'm sure you can tell from the little logo that we have, but he just loves doing it, and we don't want to stand in his way, and we don't mind. So we won't be needing anything from you, but thank you very much for the offer, and thanks for coming by. Okay, well, let's just launch. People will get hungry. And we get to find out what that's like. Ship. Event. Oh goodness, what was that? Hold up. Hunter's Keep, that's what I was looking for. Did you mark it on the map? Up there. Ah! I was supposed to head to the south. Alright. Heading up here. Look at that. Hunter's Keep. Maybe this will give me some. Actually, no. The guy that wants to go to Hunter's Keep. Hey. Don't smack into the. I think the dock is going to be on the other side there. Fed the crew with what? I have 0 supplies. What did they get fed with? There are no islands within range. Hunter's Keep. A hump of dark rock swathed in mist like 100 other Untersea islands. Grand house, lawns, impossibly green. Standing on the dock as the sea nudges the ship. Yeah. The anxious university student. That's the one. Inspect the lorn fluke with the anxious. It lies on the shore just beyond hill. You can just make out the fluke spikes over the grass. The anxious student rushes by you, whooping, but he stops on the hilltop. On the shore, standing before the mass of dead needles, is a drowny in a Nuncian postal uniform. Glowers up at you. This is not where the fluke belongs, the drowny cries in a plummy. It's to be taken elsewhere. It already has delivery label. That means I have to deliver it. Student sneers. Sod your label. Captain, help me haul the beast to Station 3. My advisor at the college has arranged room there for its dissection and study. My work will benefit us all. Who will the corpse go to? Alright. I can transport it to Station 3. It's labeled already after all. Maybe he just stuck the label onto it. I already committed to, like, going with this crazy kid. Let's do this. The Lorn Fluke is tied, but very reluctant sailors, to drag behind your stern. On your deck, the anxious student twitches with delight. Can't believe what we have. I'm just... His hands tighten on the railing. The drowning postman stares up at you both. It's natural for corpses to grimace, but when the corpse is still alive and is actively upset at you, it is additionally distressing. Station 3. Sure, why not? A maid with smoldering topaz eyes shows you into the parlor where 3 young women wait. A visitor! The next youngest chuckles. The eldest sighs. Do excuse the indecorum. Visitors are rare. You're very welcome. I am Cynthia. The noisy one is Phoebe. The cheerful one is Lucy. You're in good time for lunch. Will you join us? Let's just take a look around first. Ships rarely come here, nothing changes, even the weather. The house is the heart of the isle, the house and the sisters. But the Admiralty may be happy to know that nothing's changed, at least. Right. So I can either have lunch with Cynthia, Lucy, or Phoebe. Let's go with unpredictable. Phoebe has a story to tell. I thought she was quiet. Oh no, just soft-voiced. Of 2 lovers parted by water, of a raven that carried messages, of a fragment of the moon. She beats time on the table. She speaks as if to song. It's hypnotic, huh? Your attention drifts out through the skylight of the dining room to the false stars glittering on the roof of the cavern. You drift like a puffball spore. The Untersee shimmers below. Islands lie like mineral specimens on black velvet. Ships bob like wood chips between the islands. Vast spined things pulse in the depths. Storm came, says Phoebe quietly. Everything changed. Somewhere in there, you finished the last course. The Scotland maid reluctantly serves cheese and Bath olive biscuits. Hey, we got supplies. Look at that. And I lost 5 terror. You now have Gods of Z Storm's attention. What? What do you mean I have that? Even when the sisters aren't feeling sociable, they can be tempted out of their lair by the smell of new stories. Knock and wait. Yes, the sulfuride mate to carry a few hints of your news to the sisters. Oddly enough, she comes back with a message that their headache's secured and you're invited to lunch. Again? Pensive and occasionally dramatic. Sunny, restless, and prone to giggles. Sure, what's the worst that can happen? Let's go, Lucy. Let's have lunch. What just happened? Oh, more food. Lucy leans over and whispers to you confidentially a complex story about a butler, a pig, and an inheritance. You don't follow all the details of the plot, but somehow the pig ends up in an attic, and the butler in a vicar's bed. Candles flicker, dishes enter and leave, and the wind butts gently at the window panes. But the time the plum pudding arrives, you're as cheerful as you've been in months. Lost more terror. I'm acquainted with the sisters again. You've gained 1 supply. Nice. Memory of distant shores. I now have another god's attention. Right. Okay. Well, thank you. Let's launch and see what we can discover, hey? Actually, hold on. Map. He wants me to take it where? Something 3. supplies. Please give me supplies. Destroyed a pirate steam pinnacle. Yeah. What do you do with her? Loot and scuttle her. She's a vile vessel and these aren't safe. Take what you can and move on. Yeah, that's right. These pinnacle pinnaces don't sail far from the hidden harbors, but here's something at the back of the hold. In case your curiosities. Shake out a little and get it glimmer in the light. Parabola is the serpent place behind mirrors, or someone made that up. But in that case, where do you weave this sleek and ambery glimmering cloth? Right. Underbright. Hmm. Tomb Colony of Venderbright, which is what I could have done, but I didn't. Here they favor candlelight over gaslight. Tomb Colony seems famous. Gain 1 terror. Huntable relic. Okay. Sure. Responsible for preservation. Tomb Colony has been here much longer than London. Even Tomb Colony should no more light. The obsequious steward cautions you. The curator is terribly afraid of moths. He opens the door and you step into near darkness. A pair of luminous lamp-lighter bees buzz in a latticed ivory tube, but there is no other source of light. A bandage shaped no larger than a child lies crumpled on a couch. Lifts its head with obvious effort. Takes several seconds for you to distinguish its voice from the soft buzz of the bees. Left to me. I will go into the grounds into arm. Bring me colors. 7 colors. Pay well. One hears the name whispered here and there in arcades of Vinderbright. Mission. Thank you. They're poor flesh. List. Find them here. There.
Night.
This one. Collapses, wrestling back to the couch. Even the effort of speaking seems to diminish. The little audience is over as the door opens, shrinks from him. Inside the obsequious steward nods. The book, yes, the book. He hands you a slim, illustrated volume. The curator is old as dust. I'm grateful if you do this one last favor. You know how one. Continue. Gather gossip. On the coast. Your heart guy. Cool. Alright. No supplies though? No supplies? Shops? Hey. Ah. It costs 30 here? Why does it cost 30? Well, to end this stream, viewers, we're just gonna go into the unknown. to a fog bank. Wasn't this one of the things we were supposed to do? Continue. High risk challenge. You need your supplies and their vermin. Uh-oh. This was a mistake. Ah. I lost 4 crew. Darn. Hey. I got something. Nice. 60% chance and I got it 4 times, eh? Alright. We go. We're gonna keep on going.
Fairly okay to like do what message we got from Tuesday.
The marriage portal. Daniel.
Distant bells. going better than I expected, viewers. We just go. Let's see. Yeah, if we just keep going away, we'll find something that will kill us, right? There. The sisterhood. Station 3! Hey! This is actually a pretty good place to stop. We'll drop off the weird body we found and... Right. How unexpected. Shed is empty. You witnessed history. Yes, I have. Alright, well, that's where we're gonna end it, viewers. We're almost out of everything, but we made it to Station 3 without knowing where the heck we were going. I think that's impressive enough. So, let us know in the comment section below your thoughts, and as always, we'll catch you on the flip side.